What's good, YouTube? We back. It's 901 Devin, and today, you see the title. We talking about a little video. Well, not a little question. This could be for freshmen. This could be for the people in my school to relate with, you know, or any HBCU. But it's like a little mukbang. All right, y'all. So we talking about really like not the HBCU experience, but like coming to HBCU. How do I feel about it? How's my time been? What was I thinking before going to TSU? Hold up. When I was in high school, well, backtrack. I always thought that I was going to do good on the ACT, which in turn would put me in a better college. My dad has a tutoring business in Memphis, one of the only ones, where he has helped thousands of people do good on ACT and put them in better positions, and in turn, like, you know, these students or kids at the time, when they grow up, they have came back before to my dad's business and thanked him. Because it's one thing to tutor or be a teacher, but it's another thing to like really care about the student. And aside from being a student, look at me as like a person. That's why we like my mentor Davenport. I said that kind of fast. My mentor Davenport. A lot of people in the engineering department like him. And yes, he's a mentor, but I know some people look at him like a dad and they can tell him anything. That's kind of like how my dad is. So I always thought I would do good. I knew I was gonna do good on the ACT. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't do that good. If I would listen to my dad and actually learned the material that he put in front of me, I probably would have been somewhere else. Originally born in New Orleans, but I'm from Memphis. But I wanted to go back to New Orleans. I wanted to go to like, my dad went to Dillard, which is a HBCU, I believe. That's in New Orleans. I wanted to go to like, I don't know if it was Tulane, Loyola, or LSU. But I remember growing up, I wanted to go to LSU. I just cared about the football. I used to play football. But I took the ACT, but going to like, take the ACT, I took the ACT like 7 times. I was voided 2 times. Voided means like you got kicked out and they didn't count your ACT. I got voided. I did go back on a test on one of them. Well, no, both of them. You can't go, when you take an ACT, you cannot go back to another section and finish the problems. I knew that like, it's better to answer all the questions because all multiple choice. So you got some percentage, 25%, chance you choose the right answer. So I just wanted to go back and complete them basically. So I went back to it and I completed them, but I didn't think that they were like actually looking at us. But no, they were watching us like a hawk. I came back, sat down. Lady said, "You need to leave." Like, it's like, "Excuse me, you need to leave." I ain't think she was talking to me at first, but she told me to leave, got out, went to my dad. I thought he was gonna be mad, but he wasn't mad. He just said it was a learning experience. And then I tried to take the ACT again. The highest score I got was like a 22 or 21. I didn't study for real, nothing like that. I think you assume when you're in high school, like if you're smart, that it just carries to college and then everything just carries. But the ACT was probably one of the most difficult tests that I've taken. And even when you get to college, when I was in high school, I got A's and B's, really straight A's. Coming to college, that's my first time getting like an F or something like that. Like, it was just different. Not the same as high school. I just assumed that because I did good in high school, I would do good in college. But fast forward to senior year, took it again. Still didn't, I think, still got 21. Still in snacks in high school, you know, applying to colleges, not really hearing back from nobody. We went to New Orleans, did some tours. Then we went to Nashville, went to TSU. And I met, while on a tour, my dad's very talkative, you know. He's the, like, if you want to talk to somebody like down, like that price too high, you need somebody to talk him down. He's that person, or he's just the person that get stuff done, make connections. So, whole time we on the tour, nobody apparently really talking to nobody. I mean, nobody apparently really talking to like the ambassadors or the professors that they see passing by. But my dad's talking, and we get to the engineering department. And we meet this lady. I'm not gonna say her name, but we meet this lady. And he's just talking to her, and the tour got done. And I think she told us to come to her office. Went to her office. Keep in mind, it's getting to the end of senior year, so I ain't frustrated, but I am, because I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to go to the military, but I feel like for every, like, I'm not gonna say every black kid, but like, depending on what household you come from, it's like a baseline, like a last resort. I'm talking to a lady. I don't really remember what she was talking about. I remember a summer program that was happening for engineering that I could apply for. I did apply for it. But the next day after the tour, I got an email saying I got a full ride from TSU. I believe the dude named Mr. Izzard. He don't work there no more, but I got a full ride. Really happy, sad moment. No, I'm not gonna say happy. I'm not gonna say sad. Real happy moment. Also, applied for the summer program. Got accepted into that. I believe 500 people applied, and they chose 12 people, 2 girls and 10 dudes. And that's why, like, most people knew me when I came here. When I was in that program, I recorded every single day. We was there for a month. I recorded every single day we was there. Kind of like I'm doing right now. I don't know what came over me, but I just felt like I should share my experiences with everybody. And I did. And when I came here, people would be like, oh, you freshman when I came here. I used to watch you on YouTube before I came here. You know what I did? All of that. Made me feel good inside. I feel like they really boost my head up. But freshman year roll around. I asked the lady who put me in the program, or helped me with the program, could she help me be put into new dorms? Freshman year roll around, I'm in new dorms. Before we get there, my roommate texted me at the time, which is my good friend now. Good friend, he's in gym, he's also a noob. His name Greg. He was in a lot of my videos too. But real dude, real cool dude. Like, for real. like sheer shoes, like cologne, like real nigga for real. But that year passed. There was a problem with first semester, actually. There was a problem with my classes. Because we were in the summer program, we got labeled as summer school students. So we didn't get into our real classes until 5 weeks later. So I came into Calculus 1 with this Indian lady that wasn't going for nothing. I came in on a test and she said, take it. Of course I failed it and I couldn't get it up. So that was one class I failed. Next semester rolled around, taking classes, I took freshman English, the second part of it. The lady, our teacher, some black lady, introduced us to ChatGPT. I didn't know what ChatGPT was before that. She said that we could use it to help us on our assignments. We could use it to help us on our assignments, like papers. If we were stuck and didn't know how to start a paper off. So I did. Then she failed a lot of us, saying that we use AI generated stuff, but you the person who introduced it to us. So I failed that class. When you on full ride, I believe you can only fail 2 classes or have under a certain GPA. So like a 2.9, 2.8 one of them, but you have to have a 3.0 or above. So I lost my full ride. And also at this time, I was doing really good on YouTube, like really good. Just imagine how frequently I post. You see how frequently I post on my sports channel and my main channel, not so much my reaction channel. But imagine all that put into one channel. I was uploading a lot. I was getting a lot of traction. I made a video about Castanet. His friend was having rape allegations, and this wasn't a good look on him. My video did real good. I think I went to sleep, woke up, it was like 500,000 views on that video, and like the span of like, I don't even know, like 8 hours. Woke up the next morning, channel gone. I ain't gonna lie, I don't cry like that, but I cry so hard because I worked so hard on that channel. But God let everything happen for a reason. So here we are today. But that semester passed. That's coming up on the 3rd semester of sophomore year. Sophomore, it wasn't that bad. I locked in. Oh, my mom told me, I think I explained in the previous video that I didn't have my car down there, and my mom wanted me to get acclimated with Nashville. But even though we used to take vacations to Nashville if we couldn't go far on real vacations. So I already knew what Nashville was, but she was like, if you get the money to fix the car, then you can take the car to school. So I did valet for that whole semester, which was good. The most money I made working this job. It was at a high-end hotel, one of the top hotels in Nashville called Grand Hyatt. Worked there. My friend put me on from Memphis, I grew up with. And then that semester passed, and I believe I failed one class because I think I was too focused on working. I used to like go an hour early to work and an hour late. I mean, I would leave an hour after my shift. So I believe the shift was like 3 to 11, but I was like there from like 2 to 12. But did that whole semester. Made a lot of money, but it cost me a grade. At this time, I believe because I live in Tennessee and I do my fast for early, and my school is in Tennessee. Technically, my school can be paid for even without the full ride. But I wasn't tripping on. I was tripping, but the fact that I have a full ride, I was still taken care of. Then the next semester rolled around, and through all this time, I'll explain later. The next semester roll around. That's a cool semester. That was the first semester I actually passed all my classes and I got on Dean's List. Then the next semester roll around, which was last semester. That was a cool semester too. Passed all my classes. I didn't get Dean's List. I got 1C, but I did pass all my classes and that was still good. And now we're here on this semester. But with the experience really at HBCU, I used to wonder, like, my mom, she always asked me, do I want to come back to Memphis and go to the University of Memphis? Because I have friends who went to TSU and left and came back here, and they don't have none of the problems that they have at TSU, like, especially the money problems and financial situations, as in, like, the processes you got to go through to get certain things like IDs and like vehicle passes and all these, like, I can't, like, if you at an HBC, you understand what I'm saying. But my friends that go to like Memphis and all these PWIs, like you know, Tennessee, University of Tennessee, the Vols, whatever, they say they don't have these problems. But and then even with like female situation, I really liked, you know, if you go to HBC, you're gonna see a lot of black women, beautiful black women. Now you're gonna realize that everybody, not everybody, I'm not gonna say everybody, but for the most part, everyone is promiscuous. I believe that's the word. Everybody is not committed. And it's hard to differentiate sometimes who is who and if someone's actually really not. So that's one thing you gotta be careful with when you come to HBCU. But you will love the HBCU. You will love the experience. My favorite semester is spring semester. I think I just like recording the pro base for real. Recording the pro base, going to Tiger Fest and all the little freakniks, the little parties they have sometimes. Sometimes it's good. Like for Tiger Fest isn't a party to me for real. Freaknik is a party, but I just like it because it's a theme, like a little old school theme and like tradition, you know. But with all that's happened to me since I've been at TSU, I'm not mad at it. I just believe God laid everything up for a reason, and you gotta trust the process and trust Him. So, I mean, with all that being said, I already got nothing else to say.
Memphis nigga everywhere I go. Memphis nigga everywhere I go. Let's get it. Memphis nigga everywhere I go. Let's get it. Memphis nigga everywhere I go. Eyes all red like city girl. Hey, Memphis nigga everywhere I go.